Greetings fellow Decepticons, Sound Blaster 1987 here, continuing my figurized standard Kamen Rider model kits of a 6-inch scale with Kamen Rider OOO's TaToBa Combo. I do have the TaJaDor Combo coming for my birthday in July, so you'll have to stay tuned for that review later on. But for now, TaToBa here is the Taka or Hawk, Tora or Tiger, and Bata or Grasshopper primary form of Kamen Rider OOO's, as you'll note from my Kamen Rider OOO's OOO's driver review, for those that have seen that video. As you can see, it's a mostly black combo with red for the head detail, yellow for the arms and green for the legs, because each of these combo components comes from a different greed monster. Now, to facilitate the combo change ability for the Kamen Rider OOO's series, you can partially disassemble this model kit so as to be able to swap and change with the other kits coming out in future, such as the TaJaDor Combo. In order to do that, you need to get your fingernail underneath these pieces here where the head and the top of the Taka symbol attach. Get a really long fingernail or a very thin tool or a blade of some kind underneath that and gently prise it open until it comes off. Off with his head, as the Queen of Hearts would say. Bear with me. I've only just finished building this kit, so it's still got some pretty stiff friction on these connectors. At the time of recording this review, the only other model kit for the Kamen Rider OOO's line is the, TaJaDor Combo, which also uses a different version of the Taka head, so there's not much point swapping that onto this body. And there's also the Master Grade 9.5-inch version of the TaToBa kit, which I'll review another time. In order to swap the torso, you have to disconnect the mid-torso ab crunch ball joint, not the one that connects to the belt, because the one that connects to the belt has still got the green detailing of the grasshopper legs on it. Just reattach the head for now. So for articulation, the head is on a ball joint with a secondary ball joint stem at the bottom of the neck for additional wiggling waggling movement, as Amgo 316 would say. Then the shoulder panels are hinged into position so that they can get out of the way to facilitate arm movement. Ball jointed shoulders with a butterfly hinge in the middle of the connector for the way that the assembly works, but don't force it too far or the arm will come off. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, ball jointed wrists on the swappable hands, slightly impeded by the wrist mounted tiger clawed collar pieces. The tiger claws can also be removed and replaced with the extended ones for the arm power attack mode, like so. Or swapped back for the retracted version. Then there's a mid-torso ball joint, well, two actually, because there's one that connects to the belt as well, but plenty of mid-torso swiveling and rocking and ab crunching going on. Then universal hips, slightly impeded by the shape of the waist plate, although there is an SH Figure Art style hip extending thing on the ball joint socket just here for the high kick poses. There's a thigh swivel as well, double jointed knee, and ball jointed ankles. Well, not ball jointed as such, but multiple universal tilt and swivel rotation ability. You can also take off the feet and swap them for the grasshopper leg attachments for when Kamen Rider OOO's needs to do some super high jumping. It can be tricky to posing properly with the grasshopper leg attachments because it's not easy to balance such a small footprint. Just remove that and put his normal foot back on. There's a hole on his backside that plugs into the display stand like so. And the display stand is made of the same kind of combination of hexagonal base and the multi-jointed armature that I reviewed in the Kamen Rider Ryuki model kit review. And as usual, there's a bridge connector here to connect to more than one display base so you can stand all your Kamen Rider model kits together in a row. There's also quite a few clear plastic effects parts that are supposed to be a combination of the rushing air of the TaJaDor sword and the pile of cell medals that fall out of a defeated monster. All of these display pieces can be attached either to this secondary armature of the display stand like so, which can then be attached onto the main base with these smaller connection ports. Like so. Or they can also attach to ridges at the end of a TaJaDor sword to make it look like the rushing air effect is coming out of the sword itself, like so. There are multiple optional pairs of swappable hands, including a pair for holding core medals for swapping the combos. I'll show that off better with a TaJaDor Combo review. A slightly pointing open gesture hand. Splayed fingers open gesture hands. Sword holding hands. And closed fists. Closed fists are the standard default for this model kit, although I have, as you can see, got the TaJaDor wielded in the right hand with this display. For size comparison, here he is next to the Ryuki model kit from my previous review. As you can see, they're about the same size of a 6-inch scale, slightly bigger than the 5.5-inch figure arts line, but not as big as the 7-inch McFarlane figures. So, for additional features, you can also disconnect the mid-torso ball joint like so, and then take off the belt, reattach the display arm, and now you can use the A connector for the Deca driver, or the Neo Deca driver in this case, from the Kamen Rider Decade model kit, review coming soon. Clip that over the top. And now you can be Kamen Rider Decade pretending to be O's. This is the problem with display stand armatures being made of clear plastic. They're not going to hold together very well. I should have used Ryuki's model kit display stand for this because it's a lot sturdier somehow. Even though they're only around the same age in terms of how long ago I got them out of the box for building. Going back to the, O's driver, it works pretty much the same as the DX one I reviewed a while back. You can remove the scanner from its little holster here on the side and have him holding it in one of his hands and pretend to scan one of the medal combos with a scanning charge attack. Of course, being the TaToBa combo, it only comes with the, Hawk, Tiger and Grasshopper medals, and it doesn't come with any of the others for optional swap outs, because you need one of the other kits for that one. You can also open the O's medal nest coin holder clip on the left hand side of the belt, and you can actually place the medals in here, but they're too small and fragile for me to show it off just yet. So, that concludes my review of the Kamen Rider OOO's TaToBa model kit. I've been Soundblaster1987. Join me next time when I return to the Tokusatsu realm yet again, but Super Sentai this time, when I'll be reviewing K9 Murphy from Tokusou Sentai Deca Ranger, aka Rick, the robotic interactive K9 from Power Rangers SPD, otherwise known as the D-Bazooka or K9 Cannon. Till then, till all are one, and may the power protect you, always.